Microsoft is still in a long-term uptrend, but I think this rise is already getting close to its final stage. There may still be another major move higher, but I do not think we are early in this long-term move anymore. The business is still growing strongly. Last quarter, revenue grew 18% and Azure grew 43%. At the same time, the stock itself is already much later in its long-term cycle. Microsoft has been moving inside this rising channel since around 2010, and price is still holding inside it today. As long as that continues, my long-term view stays bullish. If Microsoft clearly breaks below the channel and stays below it, I would reassess that view. The current rise started around 2009-2010, after Microsoft had spent almost a decade correcting the 2000 peak. I also use Elliott Wave as part of this analysis, and it suggests that we are already in the later part of this larger advance. I still see room for higher prices, but I think we are much closer to the end of this move than to the beginning. Price is still making higher highs and higher lows, but the swings are becoming tighter, so Microsoft can keep moving higher, while this long-term rise gradually gets closer to completion. The first area I am watching is around $650. If Microsoft reaches that area, my current scenario allows for a pullback toward roughly 500. After that, I would still allow for one more higher, with the next major area around $700. So right now I am watching for a move higher first, then a pullback, and potentially one more move higher after that. I use these rough areas rather than exact turning prices. This is a long-term structure, so the full sequence can take a long time to develop. Once this larger rise is complete, my base case is a broad multi-year sideways correction. Even in a sideways phase, Microsoft could still move sharply in both directions, while making much less progress over several years. For now, the long-term channel is the key structure. If it holds, the current bullish view remains intact. If Microsoft breaks it and stays below it, I would need to reassess the larger picture, and that is when I would update the analysis.